Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. No tea, just water, but I got lots of tea on Gotham Knights, Mario's face, and more. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. Hope you're locked in and ready for a show. We're going to give the details, the true thoughts, the honest opinions on all of this stuff, including the upcoming Gotham Knights, which I played for 2.5 hours yesterday, and I got some stuff to say about my boy Batsy, or rather, not my boy Batman, because he's dead. So thank you so much for being here. Hit that like button if you enjoy this show, and let's kick it off with some Nintendo details about the next Pokemon trailer. The Pokemon Company announced that tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific, early for Arizonians like me, 9 a.m. Eastern, there will be another new trailer. The Pokemon Company has been pretty good about busting out Scarlet and Violet news every month, and in some cases, more than that. I'm expecting this to be a really nice trailer. We've had some interesting ones focused on individual Pokemon or mechanics lately. I feel like this one is going to be really nifty and maybe show some evos of those sexy starters. Now, there's also a chance this could be a Pokemon Picnic trailer. I did hear a rumor about that, and it was actually quite detailed. I don't know if that was just a whole bunch of nonsense or if that's what we're going to see tomorrow, but I'm expecting either like a nice trailer that shows evos or a Pokemon Picnic trailer. But that could also be nice, but we'll check in with that tomorrow morning and see what else they have to share about the game that is now 1.5 months away. After the really awesome poster yesterday, the Mario movie poster with his backside looked phenomenal. We may have now seen his front side, and I'm not so sure. All right, look at this face. Is this a face only a mother could love? Does Mario have a mom? Does Mario have a dad? Did Mario just like originate out of the primordial ooze? I don't know, but something is off about this face. It's not as creepy as when Sonic had teeth. Shudder to even remember that imagery. But this one does look slightly odd. And I wonder if it's the lack of teeth, or maybe it's just the plasticity of his face. I'm not so sure. I think it might also be the human-like nature. But if this is indeed the Mario face, it comes from a McDonald's employee leak, apparently. I'll have to see it in motion. I think it could be fine, and we did know that they were going to make some changes to the looks of certain characters to better fit A, Illumination style, and B, a full-length feature film, and C, the fact that this guy talks and actually says real words. But I don't know, there's just something. Can you pinpoint it? What is it? He's got eyebrows. He's got the stash. It just looks like a hybrid of like a... It's like he's anthropomorphized even though he's already a human, but it's just he's really human. I don't know. This is like if Mario is my brother. I don't know if I'd be saying good morning Mario then. Bayonetta 3 is Samus Aran. The crossover of the ages has been unveiled to us, it's been revealed, and with the game coming out at the end of the month, we now know that Bayonetta has a new voice. Instead of Helena Taylor, it is now Jennifer Hale. And Jennifer Hale is quite the famous video game actress, playing Samus Aran in the Metroid series, as well as, where I know her from, female Commander Shepard. I knew as soon as I saw the Hale name that that's where it hailed from, and apparently they made the switch, according to Platinum Games, because of an overlap in commitments. No other real reason given there, but Bayonetta will have a new voice and a new game at the end of this month. Should be good. Now let's talk about one of my favorite franchises in gaming. I love the Batman Arkham franchise. Arkham Asylum was a revelation. Do you remember wheeling Joker in to the asylum? That game is so good. It belongs on the Switch, and the Arkham series just continued at a really strong pace. I even liked the most recent Arkham Knight game, Batmobile and all. I thought it was a very fun time, and I loved being Batman. It just had that style. There was a lot of just like inflated muscles and big bad villains and Joker haunting you from every which way. The interface, everything just felt Batman, solving the Riddler riddles. I love those games. And so I've been very excited to see Gotham Knights, the newest iteration from WB. And here it is. It's not Rocksteady, but it's WB, and they have brought a co-op game where Batman is dead, but we've got Robin, we've got Nightwing, we've got Red Hood, and we've got Batgirl ready to go on next gen. I got to play the game for 2.5 hours yesterday, different parts of the game, the intro, a boss battle, and more. And here's what I have to say. This game, it's not an Arkham game. Now, they never claimed to be trying to make an Arkham game, but I was hoping for more Batman. I know Batman himself isn't in it, but I was hoping for more Batman, and it does have some of those main kind of pillars, right? You're in a dark city, you can fly above the skies, you do have all sorts of thugs coming at you from multiple directions with indicators when they're about to hit, and you hit the dodge button, and you mash on the attacks, light or heavy, jump over them, vault, throw a gadget. It's got all of that. It also has some detective mode work, and it has creepy environments, and it's got Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze and Clayface and a lot of the big bads that you've come to expect from the franchise. But there's something about the way the game comes together, the way that this entire package works, that I was worried about. We saw numbers popping off of enemies' heads. We saw loot being acquired. We saw a suit screen where you can have different stats for your cowl, your cape, and your weapons. And I thought that's odd, because that's not the Batman I knew. Batman did have an open city to explore, but it also was a very linear, single-player, story-driven adventure, and I loved it for that. I feel like in trying to make this a cooperative game, in trying to make this a modern game, in trying to give this longevity, it's lost a lot of its battiness. It feels like the bat signal has been shut off, and instead, the Division 2 is up in the sky. Now, the game plays good. The game looks pretty good. The game is fun. It's just Batman had a baby with the Division 2. I feel like so much of combat is getting ready to use your super moves that you activate off of a bumper and a button press. You're building up a momentum meter. So you're doing attacks, and then bam, Batgirl summons a drone. You're doing your attacks, bam, Red Hood shoots ghost bullets that hit every enemy at once. It really feels like the purpose and cadence of the combat has shifted to be less about you being the Dark Knight, destroying folks in their faces, to something where you're just trying to build up for your supers, take everyone down, get your rewards, and get out of there. There's health packs that you're constantly popping, and there's all sorts of materials that you are amassing, and you can craft stuff and add mods to gear, and it's got just sort of that Destiny, almost now Assassin's Creed. It's homogenized. That's what it is. In no way was this bad. In no way was this not enjoyable, but it has become the amalgamation of the Destiny, Assassin's Creed, Division, even Far Cry. Like, some of the missions that I played were structured in such a way that I felt like I was clearing out an outpost in Far Cry. There's less of an emphasis on lurking among the shadows, even though you can do that, but it's just not as prioritized. You want to get in there, get some dudes down, maybe the first two silently, but then just go ham and build up your momentum and unleash your super attacks. Batman was special because he would hang from the gargoyles and string somebody up. The pacing was a bit more plodding. There was a weight to it. Batman had the muscles, Gordon had the muscles, and you were ready to use those muscles in a way that felt original to the Arkham series. So if you're expecting to play Arkham in Gotham Knights, it's not there. Now, I'm hopeful that the Court of Owls storyline and some of the pieces of the puzzle that I didn't see will help formulate a more Batman-y experience, but this fully feels like a game with a Batman skin rather than a Batman game that created its own unique feel. Some people are going to like it even more. The co-op nature will be fun. You summon your bat cycle out of thin air. Some of the characters can spirit jump across the city endlessly, never dropping down or falling. There's just some parts of this that feel kind of goofy, kind of gamey, and take away from the immersive experience of being underneath the hood and being ready to go when the bat signal is thrown up. Yeah, you've got your hub base at the Belfry, and a bunch of characters are there. You can swap between them at any point, and there is some nifty banter and dialogue, but it has a totally different tone. And some would say that, hey, we're a whole generation later, things are different, this should feel new and fresh. And if it did, I would probably be very excited. But it's not that it feels new, it's not that it feels fresh, it's that it feels like something else. And if you like that something else, you're in for a treat, because now it's that something else with a Batman overlay. But if you were hoping for Arkham or hoping for a totally new twist, I don't think it delivers either. Again, I don't think this is going to be a bad game. I don't think it'll review poorly. I don't think it will sell poorly. I think it will do overall pretty darn good. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. but I feel like it's missing the special sauce that really helped define the Arkham games and made those stand out as more than just a game based on an IP, more than just a licensed property, more than just a Batman beat 'em up. There was something that made those games the muscles. And I'm telling you, as silly as it sounds, I think some of that look and some of that feel is just completely lost on this game. And I also really miss all of the Riddler's riddles. That was a super fun part of the package, and for me, the package feels like it's missing a few things. But let me know what you think of the footage, let me know how that sounds to you, and let me know if you're still excited for Gotham Knights. It's out later this month, right around the same time as Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which I know nobody is really paying attention to, but darn it, that game is going to be amazing. If you have the choice right now, based on what we've played of both games, I'm leaning towards the mustachioed man and his crazy rabbit crew. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Love you guys a lot. SwitchForce out.